I stood on the stone porch of this big man cave castle. It was 32 years, 5 months, and 5 days since I'd been in their house. Actually, this was their new house. The old house, the one where it happened, that was around the corner. It seemed like such a good idea when I said yes. But now I had to will my hand to ring the bell. They were waiting for me, some in suits, some in sweats, one holding flowers. I stood just inside the door, and they were clumped all the way at the far end of the room. It felt like the most awkward blind date ever. Me and 20 fraternity guys trying to figure out how to ask each other how to dance. We pulled the beat-up couches into a circle, and I asked them what they hoped to get out of our time together and if they had any concerns about the talk I was going to give later that week. One said, "I want to know how to help a friend of mine who went through the same thing you did." And another said, "I don't know, just you coming here has made it real for me for the first time." Then the guy directly opposite me in the circle said what I think was on a lot of their minds. He was shaking. "I'm afraid you're going to name our fraternity, and it will destroy us. That was a long time ago. We're good guys. It can't happen here." After I listened to them, they listened to me. I've told my story many places, but it's never been as intimate as it was in that circle of couches. When I told them they could ask me anything, they really stepped up to the honesty plate. I loved that they trusted me enough to ask what they really wanted to know. Before I left, they wanted a photo. We crowded together and ended up standing where they'd been standing when I arrived. Only now I was in the middle instead of the flowers. When I did my keynote for the university's Sexual Violence Awareness Week, they were my front row, in suits. Afterward, they took me back into their old house. I wanted to look for closure. I didn't find it, but they waited with me while my 19-year-old self cried like she hadn't in years.